and Pygott. Happy Valentine's Day to you. So I'm going to do a little Valentine's Day makeup, even though I have nowhere to go, nothing to do, but it's Valentine's Day, so let's put on some Valentine's makeup. So I'm going to start with my primer spray. Mostly all I'm going to do is just make it nice and pretty red. So let's dry that a little bit. Now yesterday I was putting on my foundation concealer with a sponge. Well, I wasn't doing concealer, I just did foundation yesterday. And I was putting it on with our sponge, our Blenderful sponge, and I just never do that. And it really is a great option for putting on makeup. So I'm going to use that again today. Just because I was like, you know, I really kind of like that. I don't know why I don't ever use it. So first I am putting on our neutral color eyeliner pencil in the corner of my eyes where my eyes like to water, because this is a smudge-proof, waterproof liner, and it will stay better. Because my tears like to wash stuff away. So I'm just putting that there to keep it in place. There you go. And that takes about 15 seconds or so to dry. Hi, happy Valentine's Day to you too. I am putting that there and letting that kind of sit to, once it dries, it's smudge proof. So then I'm going to use our foundation. This is a botanical wax-based foundation with 50% pigment, meaning this has more pigment than anything you can buy in the store, and it will give you full coverage with hardly any product on there. And I'm going to use the sponge today. So this is called the Blenderful sponge. It's latex free. No, come on now. There we go. It's popping up weird little things on here. I've got it dampened just barely. So I get it wet, wring it out, and I actually even squeeze it out in a towel. So it's just barely wet. So you just take and you kind of twist. And I do both of these colors to mix them. And then you want to kind of pat it and stipple it on your face. So this, I think, I don't know, it applies it a little less coverage maybe, unless you put a whole bunch on the sponge. So if you are looking for a little lighter weight coverage, maybe try the sponge. And you can definitely, if you put more on the sponge, it'll be more. So maybe it's a little easier to control the amount with the sponge. And plus you get a real soft, like diffused look because you're just patting it. So you don't get a lot of, happy Valentine's Day to you too. You don't get a lot of streaks like you would do in a brush with the sponge, unless you're doing that. If you're patting it, there's half our face. Look at the difference in how splotchy I look over here compared to the full coverage. So you just take it with the sponge and you, like I say, you pat it and stipple it. I mean, you can do that if you want, but this gives you a coverage. It's just like the brush, where it feels like you're putting absolutely nothing on your face. It feels like you're wearing nothing. I do like this though because of the sponge being damp. If you're like me and you're sitting in Florida where it is 85 degrees in February, this is like a cooling little thing. It's cool. Now, if it's winter, you might want to make it a warm sponge. As a matter of fact, I would, because when this gets a little cooler, it's harder to make it spread because it's wax. So colder wax is a firmer product. So if you are using this in cold weather, I would definitely use warm water. And then you'll have a warm sponge and you will be able to pick up your product and it will soften the wax. And it will actually be of benefit to you, I think, if it's really cold. Okay, so I'm just patting all that around. It's really easy to apply with this. Really easy. So super easy. And again, that's latex free and it is a really tightly packed sponge. So it is not a grainy, gritty looking sponge. So you don't have like a lot of porous holes in this, so it doesn't absorb your product. So it's really great. So then I'm going to take, we actually have this little sponge too. This is the mini Blenderful, and I'm going to use that for concealer. So I'm going to use Concealer Zero. So again, you just take and you twist it and pick that up. And I'm going to pat that then on my eyes and get the coverage here. I say I don't usually use the sponge for this, but let's give it a try. It feels so cool with the damp sponge. Cool and refreshing. And I always use my fingers to get it like perfectly even. And then you bring it down here like I do with the brush. I think it's a little, maybe a little faster to get it blended, because the sponge already gives you like the blurry blended look. So you might find it's a little faster with the sponge. I mean, of course, it's a learning curve with no matter what. You try something new, it's going to take you a few minutes to get the hang of it. But once you've used it a bit, you might find you like it better than a brush. Some people like the sponge better. Some people like the brush better. But they both do a great job. And it's really just going to be what you like better. But the sponge is so soft. If you find brushes to be kind of, or like where they stab you, you know, they scratch you, they feel scratchy. Our brushes aren't really that bad, but if you find you're irritated by the brush, you won't be irritated by the sponge. It is super soft and spongy. Soft and spongy. So then I'm going to put a little here, here, here. I do think this gives you a little lighter coverage. And it does have a nice little pointy end to get right up under there if you want. Now I have some black eyeliner on it. I need to wash it, and I don't want that under my eye, so I'm not using that. Because the last time I used this sponge, I used it to smudge eyeliner. So that is why it's still black, because I never washed it. I need to wash that. All right, so then, there you go. It does just as good a job, I'd say. Just as good. And I think I really like the sponge. I may start using that for a while. Okay, so let's take brush number 5 and this right here. Now, I would think you could do this with a sponge too, actually, if you wanted to. I would need to get a different sponge, because then my sponge would be dark brown. So you would need one that, or I guess I could use the other end where that's already dark. But you could put contour on with a sponge too. I'm just kind of going all over the lips here to darken that, because that makes your lips look fuller. And you know what I meant to? I was watching the weather, and I watched that, and so now I'm going to put my music on. I forgot to change my channel on TV once I got past the weather. I don't want to keep watching the weather around the clock. One of my grandmothers, when she was living, she used to do that a lot. There would be nothing on TV, just like nothing she wanted to watch. And so she would just watch the Weather Channel, like around the clock. I'm like, why are you watching the Weather Channel by the hour? She's like, well, there's just nothing on. So she just kind of kept up with the weather from moment to moment. Okay. And I guess that's just how bad TV is sometimes. So bad, you'll just watch the Weather Channel. Guess they do have some programs on there sometimes that might be interesting, but there is a piece of fuzz on my nose somewhere. So I'm putting this up under here. This causes your neckline, your whole jawline to recede. Takes away the look of a double chin, looser skin. And then I'm going to take translucent powder and mix it with color powder number 1. Now, if you have a dry sponge, mine are wet now, but if you have a dry sponge, you can even put the powder on with the sponge as well. I actually do have another sponge around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But I'm going to use the brush. But you can even use a sponge. If you love sponges, you can go all out with a sponge and use it for everything if you want to. But I have seen people put the powder on with a sponge. Now, I do think if you're using the sponge, you're going to get more powder. So if you want more powder on, like a heavier layer of powder, and if you don't want a heavy layer of powder, I would stick with the brush, with the powder. The powder will set everything so it won't crease. It feels like there's a piece of fuzz here that I don't see. It may just be something on the brush. And then that takes all of the contour and everything I did and blurs it. You know what I didn't do though? It's because I wasn't using my brush. I did not do my contour right here. So let me do that real quick. Yes, I can even put that on top of powder. Normally you can't put concealer on top of powder, but our powder you can. Because it's so finely milled, it won't be all cakey. I want to go ahead and, since I'm going to do red lips for Valentine, I don't want those lines to show at all. So we will take that away. It gives my whole mouth a lift. Let's go back to the powder and set all that. There we go. Then we're going to, oh, I didn't do my blush. Let's do this blush. We'll do the red blush, this one right here. This is like a pinky red. You don't need a whole lot of this one. It's got a lot of pigment in it. Just add a little bit of, has a tendency when you put it on light to just look real pinky. And if you want to tone it back down, you just take your powder brush and go over it, and it will kind of mute it back down if you got too much of it. I do like to use this red. It's called Slam. It's kind of a brownish red. That one is really pretty. I kind of wanted it a little brighter today. Okay, so let's do our number 38 Cream Boat, this color right here. And we'll do that all over the eyelid with brush number 7. So it's just a nice wide brush. It kind of gets it all done at one time. So last night, oh, we had a rainstorm here. I mean, thunder. I was sitting on the couch and it was just like, boom. I'm like, what was that? I didn't even know. You had snow and freezing rain. Ice fell yesterday on the... Oh, no. You fell on the ice? Oh, no. Did you get hurt real bad? Good grief. That had to hurt. Well, we had rain. It wasn't freezing rain, though. It's still 85 degrees there, or 83. But we did have rain last night. Oh, my goodness. It was a storm. I mean, it was pouring. But it is not cold at all. Okay, so let's take our setting spray and spray it on the palette. Just have a little puddle there. And then I'm going to take brush number 14, which is the angled brow brush. Dip it into the wet setting spray. Get the brush nice and wet. And then number 28, Asking for Trouble, is the color of eyeshadow that I use for my brows. And then I just draw a line on the bottom of my brow up to the peak, turn the brush and go down, and then I draw one at the top, like a parallel line at the top of the brow. So basically you just outline your brows and then you fill it in. So let's do the other side. Do the same thing. I saw a girl yesterday on Facebook. It was somebody that was promoting, she was promoting something else, hair stuff or something like that. I don't know what it was. And she had her brows done. And she had the peak of her brow. She had them done really big. But she had the peak of her brow done like almost right in the middle. And I'm like, oh, honey, let me help you, please. It was way too close to the center. And it looked like she just had pyramids over her eyes. And I'm like, oh, she's so close. And they were done really well. It's just she had the peak in the wrong place. She had them on the same. And I'm like, oh, she did such a good job, except it looks so strange with the peak, like, right over the middle. I'm like, no, honey, no. It goes over her further. It needs to be, like, at an angle out, like, this way. Like, you put something beside your nose, and you go across the outside color part of your eye, and that's where the peak goes. It's, like, 2/3 of the way over. Not straight up in the middle. And she was young, and I was like, oh, I'm thinking you did such a good job. So off. Oh, honey, you need to move that point way over. And it really made her look so strange. Like, nobody has eyebrows that go right in the middle. She was so close. Maybe she was new at it. And like I said, she did have them nice and even. Yeah, it was like, oh. You just kept looking at her like, she's so oddly proportioned. Laughing out loud. Yeah, I kind of did too. And she had them done really big and fat too. And I'm like, oh, no. It almost looked a little bit like a clown. Like, you know, there should have been a dot above it. Like, it came to a point that she should have drawn little circles. Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. I thought I would do a nice red Valentine lip today. I mean, I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't have anything to do, but I'm wearing a red shirt, and I'm putting on red lips. I'm going to take my mom lunch, like every Sunday. I think I went too far that time. There we go. But boy, did we get the rain yesterday. Last night, I didn't even know it was supposed to rain. And I just heard like this. And I'm like, what in the world is that? It was thunder. Like, it's raining? It poured and poured and poured. All right, my little lake out here, boy, it's full now. Completely full. Like, well, we needed the water, I guess. I don't mind if it rains at night, because I'm indoors. Rain at night, all you want, as long as I don't have to go out and drive in it. You didn't hear the storm. I wonder if it rained over there where you are. It was pretty late. But I was like, what is that noise? It's like, oh, it was thunder and pouring rain. It hadn't rained in so long. But it really didn't bring a cold front, because it's still 83 degrees outside. Oh, could have been less in the Cape. Yeah, it could have been. Okay. There we go. Not too bad. Peak's not right in the middle. I don't know what she was representing, but she was like showing like some hair products or something. And I'm like, okay. I was so enthralled with her eyebrows that I didn't even pay that much attention to what she was selling. All right. Let's clean that up, and then let's see, which one do I want to do? I think I'm going to do number 40, Taupe for the Best, which is that one. Yeah, it was pretty funny. You wonder if she ever went back and looked at that later and said, something don't look right. Or maybe she thinks it's good. I don't know. She might think that's where that's supposed to be. I wonder if she did it herself or somebody did it for her. I'm guessing she did it herself. I wanted to tell her, but you don't want to hurt her feelings. But at least she was brave enough to try. One can just hope she gets better. She probably will. Somewhere, somebody will tell her, honey, it needs to be way over. Way over. I should have taken a picture of her. But then I said I didn't want to be mean. She was really cute. It's like you don't want to pull your eyes in like that though. You want to pull them out. You don't want to push them in. You really don't. I don't know anybody's eyebrows that peak in the middle. Especially that high. Okay, so that is number 40, Taupe for the Best. And I mean, I'm sure I've done some stuff that looked crazy too, but that was pretty obvious. Because they were real dark. She had real dark hair. So she had real dark brows. You just couldn't quit looking. You just couldn't. Happy Valentine's Day! Yes, I like that we can have a Valentine's Day. Otherwise, this would be like nothing, right? It would be a nothing day. Happy Valentine's Day. I am putting on my nice red lipstick today, my nice red shirt. One thing about Valentine's, at least I always liked, is because we always celebrated it when I was a kid in school. You would bring Valentines for everybody in your class, and you'd have candy, and you'd get a whole bunch of Valentines from everybody. That was so fun. Maybe she was trying to start a new trend. I hope not. I'm not going with that trend. If she is, she can have it by herself. But Valentine's Day always, it never was just like a thing between two people. Because I had grown up with it being like, well, you're supposed to love everybody, It's for everybody. You brought Valentine's for everybody in school, so at least Valentine's Day isn't too depressing for me because I've always looked at it that you could just love anybody. You can give a Valentine's to anybody. I gave Valentine's and some candy to a few people at work. Other ladies. And I would give it to more people if we were around. But those I'm around, so at least it's something I can still celebrate. So let's go back to Cream Boat and brush number 20. What time is it over there anyway? Okay. Don't want to be too late. I'm doing pretty good. It's not like I'm have a time limit, but I just don't want to, we're going to eat lunch, so I want to still keep it in a general lunch time. I don't want to be too late, poor Mama be hungry. But we usually don't eat till about 1. So I'm doing good. So I'm going to put this on. There we go. Lighten and brighten the eyes. But I remember that was one of the most fun things when I was a kid, was doing Valentine's. I loved filling out those little things. They were such cute ones. Okay, now let's do My favorite brown is number 27, Levita Mocha. So I'm going to put that one on. Put that on over here. And I'm doing it kind of dark. Just because I have on a dark shirt. Doing it a little more glam makeup. Just to, you know, because it's a holiday. So did anybody go out for dinner? Did you go out for dinner for Valentine's? I did not. I did make Mississippi pot roast for lunch today. It's really good. And I made chocolate zucchini bread last night. And I put a glaze on it today. So we're going to have a nice chocolate dessert. And that's a really good. It's a really good pot roast. Okay, so we're going to blend. Gonna blend this really well. There we go. I think it's supposed to get cooler again, but not until like Friday or something. So we have another warm, muggy week ahead. I missed the couple of weeks ago when it was cool. It was so nice outside. But this is really way too muggy and hot for February right now. It should be in the 70s, not the 80s. My hair is just hanging down on my eye here. All in the way. So that's really just a real simple eye look. Now this, being a little darker like this, would look really good with false eyelashes. But I'm not just wearing false eyelashes to moms. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take a black eyeliner, the eyeliner pencil. I wonder if I need to sharpen it. We'll see. This one is smudge proof and waterproof, which is why I wear this one, because my eyes like to water. And it will not smudge with this one. Will not smudge and smear. If you like a smudgy eye look, you can actually smudge this when you first put it on and make it look like soft and smudgy. But then once it dries, you will not smudge it ever again because it dries and stays. And then I just go like halfway. See, I like to kind of smudge that a little bit so it's not real harsh at the end. I kind of had that a little heavy down there, but it's because my pencil's not sharpened. And I'm doing it fast. I'm kind of zipping through. So if you take your hand or your finger or whatever and just smudge it a little bit when you first put it on, it'll be a little softer, like right at the end. Ow. I had my elbow on top of my palette and it slipped right off. Let's move that palette. Then we will do our setting spray. So we will get that to stay for 16 hours. And then we will curl our lashes with the eyelash curler. And then I'm going to show you real quick what I got. I got a box. I'll show you what I got in the box. And you can still get it yourself if you want. through the end of February. So we have a special for the month of February, a sales special that you can get any 2 lip products for $32. So basically that's like 16 a piece. So you can get lip gloss, the regular lipstick, the enduring lip color, the lip liner, and even the lip scrub. Now those are anywhere between $18 and $22 each. So if you're getting them for two for $32, you're saving money. And you can get any 2. So if you wanted 2 lip scrubs, you could do that. If you wanted 2 lipsticks or lip glosses the same color, you can do that. Or if you want to get like a lip liner and a lip gloss, a lip scrub and an enduring lip color. But you can definitely get 2 of the exact same thing, because I did that for a customer. She wanted 2 of the same, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if that'll work. Let's try it. Yeah, it works. So she got 2 enduring lip colors, and that saved her $8. If you get 2 of the regular lipsticks are normally $22. That'll actually save you $12. So you save anywhere between like $4 to $12, depending on which 2 things you get. And that sale is good through February 28th, so through the end of the month. And of course, if any of the colors sell out, I know we sold out of, I think, Cake Pop. That one I think is sold out. And there may be, somebody was saying I think Ruby Chocolate's sold out too. I didn't check that one, but we are liable to sell out of colors. The favorite colors. But there'll be something else, even if you can't get the certain one. But the longer you wait, the less likely you're going to get the color you want, is what I'm saying. If you want color. You could, oh, and you can also get the lip balm. That's another one included. You can get the clear lip balm, the tinted lip balm. You can get a lip balm and the lip scrub. Any 2 lip products. It's called the Lip Duo Collection for the month of February. And February is Lime Life's birthday month. It's their 6th birthday. That's why they're doing the special. It's a birthday special. Okay, let me open this up and I'll show you. I'll show you what I got in my box. I haven't even taken the tape off of here. Let's get it open. Doesn't want to open. Come on. Right there. Thank you. Sometimes they use this really tough tape. Alright, let's look and see what we got in here. First, I got paper. First, I got a new brush cleaner, brush and sponge cleaner, right there. This is like a natural, it's made with young coconut milk, and it has no smell. It's all natural. So if you clean your brushes, which you should clean your brushes, by the way, because they'll eventually have bacteria, brushes and sponges. But this will not put a chemical residue on your brush or your sponge. So you don't have to worry about what is left on there that then you're rubbing into your face, because it's an all-natural cleaner. So then I got 4, because they're on sale. They're on sale, I stocked up. So I got, like seriously, what did I got? Like 4 of these collections, I think. So I got number 2, number 7, number 5, number 1. Oh, and then I got eyeliner. That's what that is. I got the navy blue eyeliner and number 6. So I got Berry Berry lip liner, Cabernet, grape, what else did I get? Oh, dark nude, And what's the other one I got? 2. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I got 4 liners. That's what it was. I got those 4. I'm thinking, what did I get? I always ordered and forgot what I get. I got the medium brow pencil is what that one is. They all look like the same box. Look. And I'm like, I didn't get that many lip liners. No, I didn't. One's a brow pencil. That's what this is. The medium brow pencil. Right there. Because I don't want to run out of the one I have. And then this one is the navy blue and champagne duo-ended, because I love the navy blue, and I was almost out of navy blue. That's the eyeliner. And then I got the 4 lip liners. Then I got 2 lip scrubs. So the lip scrub is this right here. It smells just like vanilla. Smells so good. It's like vanilla cupcakes. And it has a lot of oil in it, so it's really moisturizing to your lips. And then I got this. This is a bag. I don't know where my other little bag is. I have one of these that's open. I hate to open this because maybe somebody might want it. But it is the 2021 collection. It is a zippered bag that has glitter or it's sequins all in the bag. And then it comes with the travel size of the waterproof mascara, and then it comes with this limited edition eyeliner that you cannot buy any other way, and once they're gone, it's gone. It has got a charcoal end. I love the charcoal because it's not as harsh as black, and then it's got this color called champagne. And so that's what and it's on sale. It's $14 off. And so when they put it on sale, I'm like, I'm getting another one, mainly because I want that. I want that pencil right there. And then I get the other mascara and another bag. So it was definitely worth it. But those are while supplies last, I think. Once those sell out, they're gone forever. So I'm going to take, so you can get any 2. Like I said, you can get two lip liners, a lip liner and a lip scrub, I don't know where they are, but they're over here somewhere. My lip balms, here's one. Lip balm and a lip scrub or a lip liner. You can get the Enduring Lip Color. You can get lip gloss. Or you can get the regular lipstick. Any 2 for $32. Okay, so let me put on, first, let's do the lip scrub. I love to do this right before putting on lipstick. And you don't need, like, hardly any of this. That's why it's such a tiny little thing, but it lasts forever. And you just take and you rub this on your lips. So it's a sugar scrub. And it has a lot of oil in it. So it is so moisturizing. So we'll remove all dead skin on your lips and leave them moisturized. So you just rub it around. And then, it actually, because it's made with sugar, if you eat it, it isn't gonna hurt anything. The eyeliner's going so soft, and you love it. I know, I love them too. Yeah, because they're a gel. They're a gel pencil, so they don't like drag at your skin at all. I'm taking a wet washcloth and wiping it off. However, if you leave that on your lips, you might be more kissable because you taste like sugar. And you always say, "Come, give me a kiss." Tastes like vanilla sugar. There might be an extra treat for Valentine's Day. Okay, so I am going to take my Cabernet. Let's make sure I got that all off. I have a tendency to leave a little piece of sugar there somewhere. And I'm going to put Cabernet. I love to do the darker liner with this red lipstick. Especially since my shirt is kind of a darker red than the lipstick is. Oh, it makes your lips so soft. So smooth. You don't feel like it's catching. Because my lips are now perfectly smooth. Hi, howdy. How are you doing? I'm getting ready for Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to go see my parents. but it's somebody. Otherwise, it's me and the cats. But my cats, you're good. Oh, great. My cats are really loving, though. They're so sweet. I never really had cats before. I had cousins and a grandmother that had a cat. So I was around cats. But I never had my own. I'm surprised how loving they are. People always say, oh, cats aren't affectionate. And there's some that aren't, but boy, these are. You and the dogs, yep. These come, they sit on my lap, they purr and they purr. And they look up at me and they'll take their paw and touch me like, oh, it's just so sweet. The other day, my little black cat, she was sitting beside me on the couch and she took her paw and just laid it on my leg. And just laid it. And she just like laid there just touching me. I'm just touching you. So I'm like, that's so sweet. She just wanted to touch me. And just hugging you. Now, they like to go off and be by themselves, too. But, no, they will come give me love. They're so sweet. They will purr and rub their head on you. Like, they're a lot more loving than I thought cats were. But, like I said, these certainly are. So, this is Cherry Pie. The prettiest red lipstick I have ever seen in my life. It's a liquid lipstick that dries to a matte. This is a true red. Red. But it's Valentine's Day. So we need to be true red. And I'm trying to blend it with the liner because the liner's darker. We do have a true red liner if you want a perfect match. But I like the dimension this gives on me. And plus, like I said, since this shirt is darker. Whoa, look. Do I look ready for Valentine's or what? Now just go find me a man. I'm ready. Let us read our devotion for today. Beth Moore, breaking free day by day. Valentine's Day. At least I know what the date is today. Valentine's Day. February 14th, we are reading from Isaiah 54:10. Though the mountains move and the hills shake, my love will not be removed from you. What a perfect verse for Valentine's. The Word of God uses the phrase unfailing love 32 times, and not once is it attributed to humans. Every single use of the phrase refers to God and God alone. Although the love of others can be rich and meaningful, only God's love is unfailing. He is not only the answer to 1,000 needs, but 1,000 wants. He is our chief desire in all of life. Oh God, awaken our souls to see you are what we want, not just what we need. Yes, our life's protection, but also our heart's affection. Yes, our soul's salvation, but also our heart's exhilaration. Unfailing love. A love that will not let us go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Perfect for today. So if you have times that you don't necessarily feel that you're being especially loved that day, remember that God has unfailing love for you, even if you're not feeling it. You know, sometimes it isn't always something you feel, because feelings come and go. You have a good day too, Karen. You know, we don't always feel, but it is always existing, even if you don't feel it. And it can never fail. When I was first left alone, it's been almost 8 years now, when my husband left, I always listened to Christian music in the car and went for a good at least 2 months following that. Whenever I would get in my car, and I'm even talking like I would get in the car, go to the store, get in the store, get in the car again. I'm talking about every time I got in the car. I have 3 or 4 radio stations that are all Christian that I switch back and forth between, because if one of them starts talking, I switch to the other one. I would hear the song, your love never fails, never runs out, never gives up on me. I just switched it around though. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. Your love never fails and never gives up, never runs out on me. I heard that song every single day after he left. Every day. Every time I got in the car. Every time I got in the car, including I would have heard it on the radio. I would get in the car, I would get in the store, be in there for 10 minutes, come out, change the channel, there it was again. Every time. And I say, God, I know you're doing this on purpose. I know you were doing this on purpose. So I still felt like I was loved. Every day for at least 2 solid months. Every single day. I heard that song on the radio every single day. And really it was comforting. I found it to be comforting. So it was good talking to you. You all have a very happy Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, whatever you're celebrating. And I will see you later today when I come and do my ministry live. I have something really interesting I think I came across, and I hope that it will bless you. That will be later this afternoon, early evening. And I'm going to go ahead and go. If you have anything that you are interested in that you have seen me put on, let me know. I would be happy to tell you how you can get your own. And if you would like to do what I do, I can also help you do that as well. You will find this a whole lot of fun, and you don't have to have any experience. You can start with 0 experience. Most beauty guides do have no experience. It's something you learn as you go, and you get free training. So I would be happy to help you with that as well. And you have a very good day, and go be amazing on Valentine's. Bye.